as he comes by. Um, something, something I wanted to talk about tonight. Probably just after this, skip it or talk about it after the chapter here. But let's get the chapter on the way at the very least. Um, why am I is the stream lagging, guys, on Twitch, or it's fine? Am I lagging? Seems like it's lagging on YouTube. Seems like it's in excellent condition, so I don't know. At least my feed is lagging, like it's dropping frames. I'm not getting any. Doesn't seem like my stream is lagging. I don't know why it's showing like that. I don't know. Either way, don't care. Let's that stream is just so people know that I'm streaming, and they can only see a vertical. Um, they can only see vertical. They can't see what I'm doing because I don't want to YouTube be tripping with this copyright stuff. So let me get a chapter here. Seems like Yamato is making progress with whatever the hell she's doing. Let me go to the screen. Action stream. Yeah, yeah. All right. I'm way too far over there on my camera. I swear. Is it good for y'all? Y'all see what I'm seeing? Let me go to the widescreen because. Okay. That's better. You can see everything. All right. 1142 is the chapter, I think. Yeah. The things I find scary. Well, 2025 ain't been too bad so far with the chapters. What the hell is this dragon or whatever the hell this is? This is Yomenganda. Sorry if I'm chewing in your guys' ears. I'm like super hungry right now. This last sip. All right, we ready? All right, Miss. A lot of misses. Miss. Help us, Miss. There's a huge snake in the schoolyard. It's Jormungandr, the royal serpent. That'll end the week. Okay. This is a pun on shumatsu, which is a homophone of weekend in Japanese. Oh. Okay, I get it. End the week, like Saturday? Yeah, it's gonna eat us. Jormungandr is supposed to be way bigger than that. You call him a world serpent for nothing. Roar! Everyone into school! Alright, school that teacher, it's an emergency. There really is a big snake out there. Is it a beast from the realm of the dead? What's it doing in the sun realm? Hmm. I hope we can get everyone out. So this is the math teacher, Mr. Breed, the principal, Mr. Kiba, and another librarian, language arts teacher, Miss Inch. Okay. Let's call the chiefs. But in the meantime, the kids are in immediate danger. Miss, it's gonna eat. Egg. Oh, okay. Out of the way. Okay. Alright, the teacher's got hands, I guess? What is this? Out of the way. Smack that snake. Alright. And then we got. Okay, Saul coming in. Final. Leave it to me, Kiba. Final exercisation. Alright, bro. Using hockey and everything. Okay. I see you, Saul. Alright. We got children still crying. Ah, what the? It's the principal. Got hands. Okay. Oh. My back! Thanks for the hands, Saul. Don't mention it. But what's the deal with the snake? Somebody cries out to Mr. Saul. Okay. I didn't know the principal was a warrior. Mr. Saul is as strong as they say. He used to be a Marine, right? Cool. So there are monsters in the realm of the sun too, Saul? Yeah, you get the occasional wild animal, but this, it's huge. Maybe you went out there to warn them. Sorry, everyone. Didn't mean to scare you. Thanks so much, Mr. Wolf. What now? In the school interior. Mr. Wolf, what happened? This is a PE teacher. Why the PE teacher gets? PE teacher is supposed to be like the fit one. He's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, the most physical one. If anything, I'm fine, but the children, what happened? Ilva and others just walked off and they didn't say a word. Where did they go? You're friends with that Luffy guy, right? Yeah. Robin, did he do something to you? Be careful, Mrs. Saul. Sorry. The children, don't touch them. Okay. Where did Ilva and the others go? That way, towards the beach. Sir, what's wrong with them? They look like they were sleepwalking. Hmm? Sleepwalking? Yeah. They're not waking up. There's marching out. This looks like the work of probably one of those guys. The God's Knights. Come back. Where are you all going? Sound the horn. The entire country needs to be alerted. Okay? Isn't that overkill, Kiba? Something's off. Saul, look at the forest. Okay. Somebody's blowing a horn. Huh? What the? More monsters? Where did they come from? No one could call it overkill after seeing this, Principal. The kids are passing out. What's happening? Wake up everyone. What? I don't understand. Is this like the Pied Piper story? What the hell? I don't understand. Hey, what's going on? Put me down, Saul. Let me examine them. Okay, help them with whatever this is. We've got to stop the other kids and get them to safety. Alright, back in the realm of the dead, which we all came here to see, Oda. Did you think just keeping one sea stone shackle on would be enough to sap my strength? How naive! Loki talking that shit. If you care about keeping Elbaf safe, remove the last shackle. Rest assured, even in my current state, I'm far from helpless. So, okay. What's his deal? I'd hurry if I were you. If I strike, the flames will rage. You know about Elbaf's greatest weakness, right? I will wipe you all out. Stop it, Loki! This man actually swung the hammer. Ooh. Crackle! Crackle, crackle. Rumble, rumble. Alright, bruh. So what? Is his power fire? So his power is fire. Because we know that they don't like fire. Because the giant tree, of course, right? Flames. Oh, damn. Was that lightning? Elder Darul, a fire is broken out in the south. I heard a horn blare too. This is bad. Put it out. That's crazy. Mr. Saul, principal. What y'all saying? Oda inconsistent with his scaling as usual. Yes, of course. It's lightning that can start fire. Okay, I did see something like lightning, but I didn't. It I don't know what the fuck. Like, there's no way I could have see this and think that's a terrible job of displaying lightning. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know, it looked. That's crazy. But anyways, regardless. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Because I thought it was just his power was just flames or fire. It was just earlier today. It's Loki. He can use his hammer to destroy the world. Nuh-uh. The one who's gonna do that is Nika. What? Hey, look at mine. I drew Loki because he's the scariest. Oh, so these are just kids doodling. No way. Fenrir is the most frightening. Don't stand on the table. No, it's ghosts. Draga? A storm? Neohugger? Jormungandr? My mommy? Are you kids finished? Yeah. It's funny. Miss, thinking about this stuff is gonna give me nightmares. Sorry, Ilva. But these drawing and writing exercises really let your personality shine. Each of you has a unique perspective, and your imaginations are amazing. All the beasts are the things the kids fear the most. Aha! So, whichever God's Knight is doing this is using the kids to create these monsters. You got an evil Nika right here. That's crazy. This is their nightmare world, okay? Alright, that should do it. Yeah, good work, Gillingham. Which one of them is doing this? The one that looks like a horse? Or is it which one of them was Gillingham? The old dude? I'll let it up once those runs reach the ship. So it is him. The horse looking one. Do you think they'll be able to get them back? To love is to inevitably hurt one another. Ain't that right, Gunko? What scares you the most? Oh, Nika. Okay. And there's break next week. Okay. Feel like the old guy brought the drawings to life. The Mushu looking one are sleepwalking the kids, I think. Oh. Okay, so okay, makes sense. Better sense. Um, all right, so that was a chapter. Okay, so the battle is on. Loki swings his hammer. It's practically kind of weird to say, but okay, cool. He's setting the place on fire, and Sea Stone cannot suppress his power. At least one ankle bracelet can't do it. So that's interesting. That he's still that powerful. I'm wondering. Loki, does he have a devil fruit, or is just hockey, or is there a devil fruit in the hammer? What is his situation? You know, Tamu Mjolnir. That's hilarious. He got that Timu, that off brand, that great value, that great value Mjolnir. It's great. It's crazy. I don't know. Maybe the hammer does have a fruit, or I don't know, man. If he does, is doesn't does he stone or prism stone or whatever? Doesn't it suppress hockey as well? Didn't they say that it suppresses hockey as well, or did I am I remembering that wrong? No. Okay. The this was an interesting chapter. All right, so this is a good setup, start of everything chapter, I guess. Um, it's cool. Um, I'm wondering where the snake came from. So I'm wondering if this is something from the God's Night, or you know, it's kind of strange. Probably one of the drawings. I don't know. I'm not really thinking that because let me see. From where the I guess it could be because one of the kids did say Jormungandr. So I guess it could be, yeah. So Gunko's worst nightmare, or what scares the most, is Nika. I'm wondering if that's very interesting because I think Gunko um is somehow related to Emo. I don't know how, but You know what I'm saying? The power is too similar. It's too similar, you know. But hey, that could be a reach. I don't care. Everybody else get to come up with theories. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else get to do theories. I could do theories too. Okay, leave me alone. I think that's what it is. But hey, lots of questions still remain as always with One Piece. I've been seeing people say maybe Gunko was a former revolutionary since she doesn't have a saint name and she has a similar top hat to them. That's a good point. Could be. That is a good point. I mean, the first time it showed up on the street, um, the first thing that came to my mind was like, is this Sabo? Pulling up. But then, of course, that was thrown out the window very quickly. But still, good point. Could be. Could be. Or it ain't even lie, bro. That's the truth. That is the truth. Just comes in then dips. I'm wondering if there will be a fight in the future between the two of them. You know. We definitely ain't gonna see him for a while, for real. For realsies. But then again, he might have to pull back up. He might have to come back over here. Cause, you know, a knight will fall during this invasion. No doubt about it. Get ready, guys. We're gonna be in Elbaf for the next 5 years. For the next 5 years, bruh. Crazy. We gonna be here for a while. That's for damn sure. All right. You know. Um, that'll be that. For that. Was a, as I said, good setup chapter. Nothing crazy. Um, speculations to be had, yes, but Dressrosa 2.0. I guess somebody, as you say that, I have one of the most ridiculous takes. People really are afraid of talking bad about One Piece. Like that's the only conclusion that I can come up with some of the takes that I hear people say on the internet. Like it is insane to me. I heard somebody say that Dressrosa was one of the best arcs in One Piece. It was well paced. It's great. No, it was not. Okay, it was not. And don't get me wrong. I still think to this day that Doflamingo is the best villain in the story. Some people like Enner a lot, right? I still think that when it comes on to motivation and everything that happened, right, through the character, he's the best villain so far that we've seen, right, through all the arcs, right. But I don't think that Dressrosa is. Dressrosa was it's a crapshoot to get through, right? You know, some very pivotal things happen in Dressrosa. Bro, one of the things that I don't like about One Piece, and I don't talk about this a lot, but one of the things that I don't like about One Piece is, oh, everybody gotta have a fight. Everybody gotta get a fight in every arc. Why? That's one of the things that make the story so damn long, because everybody gotta be fighting, because we have a crew and all of them gotta have their moment. Like, bro, sometimes just let Luffy fight, you know? But I get it. That's not the premise of the story overall, you know? I get it, right? Yeah, the Coliseum stuff. Like, there's so many fluff in Dressrosa. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, there's certain things that just could have been. Of course, we learn about the Tantatas. Is is there's just a lot of fluff. It's just a lot of fluff. But that's just what One Piece is, man. This is what it is. Like, you're there and you're watching and you're wondering what's going on. They're like, when is this shit going to end? At some point, you find yourself just like, somebody said that. I heard another take. I think these people are just. I think sometimes they're probably just trying to get clicks, because when somebody says that Thriller Bark, you know what I'm saying, is not the worst. Like, it's like universal among, objectively, you should be able to ask any One Piece fan and say Thriller Bark is like the worst arc in the story so far, right? By far. You know what I'm saying? By far, bro. Long ring long land. It's great. Is that a is that a channel on Twitter? Nah, I don't think that I don't think Fishman Island was as bad as Thriller Bark. Like, I can't, like, there were memorable things about Fishman Island that I liked. Thriller Bark is just one of those things that just came in. I'm just like, is this filler? With, like, the entire arc except for how it ended, right? Like, we Brook could have gotten his shadow back quicker. That Brook could have gotten his shadow back, right? You know, don't get me wrong. There were things in Thriller Bark that was, it was cool to see. You know what I'm saying? Zoro getting a new sword was cool to see. I think Nightmare Luffy was pretty cool too. But it's just forgettable stuff. Luffy's never gonna use that form again, right? It's just a bunch of forgettable things that happen, except for the end. Except for, you know what I'm saying, Kuma pulling up, like, those stuff, that stuff was cool, right? We can all agree that that stuff was good. As I said, towards the end is when it got decent, you know. Yeah, yeah. There were some stuff there. Yeah, there were some stuff in Thriller Bark, but those are just moments in time to prolong the story. Little character developmental stuff there as well. But overall, like like I think Fishman Island revealed a lot more to progress the story. I wasn't a big fan of, the big bad, because, it's the whole racism thing, right? And that was cool. All that was cool. Fishman Island is not anything to write home about either. But I think it was better. Yeah. Being Poseidon. Nah, there was some other stuff, man. We learned about, you know, the history of Fishman Island. There was, you know what I'm saying, the history. Like, it ties back into a lot of stuff. Fishman Island ties back into a lot of stuff. Thriller Bark did none of that. There was no poneglyph there. there you know what I'm saying? So it's like there was a lot of history, lore in Fishman Island that Thriller Bark just didn't have any of that, really. Right? It was just battles, find the big bad, beat up the big bad, long drawn. I guess Oars was a good addition. I guess. I don't know. Hody, we were giving Hody when we was watching that junk. Cause it was the first time I was watching Fishman Island, so I was just like, Hody was just. Was it the first time? No, it was the second. No, I can't. I can't. I don't remember. Cause Fishman Island is before Dressrosa. It is before Dressrosa. So I must have watched it the first time around and I was watching because um it was 51 episodes. God damn. But as I said, nobody's gonna argue with you if you say, you know, that Thriller Bark is the work arc in One Piece. But to say it was great, I mean, I don't know what to say to you if you're saying that Thriller Bark was a great arc in One Piece, bro. Like, that's one of the things with One Piece is just like it's so inconsistent with what you're getting. But I think Oda has been doing a better job when it comes on to the consistency of the series because I think once through I can say Cake, Whole Cake Island, um, Wano, and I think Elbaf will be great. Egghead was great too. So I think Elbaf will be great as well. So I think he's been more consistent with the arcs. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Wano was well paced, but it was enjoyable as hell. When it was cracking, it was cracking, right? So as I said, most of the arcs in One Piece are not very well paced. Well, with the exception of some of the earlier arcs, I think some of the earlier arcs were very, was well paced. They were shorter. Um, when we were picking up the members and stuff like that. Um, I think we got to the action, got to the stuff, got to the lore very quickly. Um, and now looking back fondly at Sky Island, it wasn't too bad. It was one of the longer arcs that didn't really need to be that long, but I think it was pretty good. Water 7 still is my favorite arc in One Piece. I don't know why, but it is. Um, and I love Water 7. Water 7 was very well paced. Like, you know, something was always except for the thing that I don't like about One Piece, which is like everybody got to have a fight. Right? Right? It's just we just took let Luffy get stuck in between a wall so other people can go off. Like it's just dumb. It's just stupid. Right? And of course, for the with Frankie coming on board as well. Just great stuff, right? So overall, I think you know, I think they have more good arcs than bad. I think everybody can agree with that. But yeah, man, doing that, people be having some crazy takes on the internet about this series, and I think maybe they're just doing it for clicks, but I seriously think that people are afraid of the mob, the crazy fans that will come after them if they say something bad about One Piece. But you already know, I could give two shits about what people think about my takes. you know, I could give two shits. I say what I say is how I feel about it, and what I feel is subjective. You don't have to feel that way. I'm not telling anybody they need to feel the same way that I do, right? It's just how I think about it, right? So I can objectively point out the flaws about my favorite show. Why is it that other people can't be objective and point out the flaws in their own show? I make fun of Naruto all the time, all the time for the stuff that a lot of stuff that they pulled, but it's still a very beloved show. It's still my favorite show, right? And I can sit down and pick it apart for a lot of the stuff, whether you want to say a red herring, plot hole, whatever you want to call it. But it's still like a part of pop culture. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, right now, Naruto is like a part of pop culture. Like I can't go nowhere. Like anytime I wear my hoodie with Naruto on it, go out in public wearing that hoodie, somebody says something about it. Somebody says, "Hey man, I like your hoodie." Every single time. Like I'm not exaggerating, guys. Anytime I wear that hoodie outside of this house, somebody says something about the hoodie. Anytime. Not gonna lie, it doesn't happen that often with the One Piece hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna lie, I'm just saying. And no shade. No shade. I'm just saying. In the West, I'm just saying. But anyways, I'm not throwing no shade at One Piece. It's just I know what I know. Arlong Park is the worst arc. Nah, I don't think it's. I The reason why I don't like Arlong Park, and I've spoken about this before. The reason, um, and as I said, it's it's not that I don't like the arc. I just don't like one specific thing about the arc because the decision. What's her name? Can't even remember her freaking name right now. Nami's adopted mother, whatever, Belmere, I think it was, right? The decision that she made and got herself killed did not have to happen. It was just dumb. It was so dumb because they were safe. But hey, I gotta stand 10 toes down. Such a dumb decision, bro. And as I said, the live action, I know that Oda knows that that shit was done because of the way how it was done in the live action. He approved what happened in the live action. In the live action, it made so much more sense. So much more sense. And I know he approved it to be fixed because he know that shit was bullshit. But most people are not going to call it out. And I called that shit out. I was like, no. No, that is bullshit. She did not have to die. She could have lied because she knew. She was looking them dead in the eye, knew that they were safe. And she still said, I'm not going. Bro, shut up. Shut up. You could have saved yourself. You could have saved yourself. Stop it. You did not need to die. Right? Right? You did not need to die. And it was just crazy why Oda wrote that. And it didn't ruin the entire arc for me because there were some very pivotal moments that happened in there. Not, finding out, about Nami's true intentions, and why she joined Arlong, and all these other things. And that's why I'm not going to sit and say that one thing makes it a terrible arc. You know what I mean? Or a bad arc. I just think that one thing kind of, it ruined the backstory for me. It ruined the backstory because it was a good backstory for Nami. And I was just like, Belmere did not need to die. Why did Oda write it like that? You know what I mean? I'm like, because I was just comparing it to human nature. Human nature is not going to have a gun to their head and make a choice like that. You're just not going to. If it was a situation, as I said, in the live action, it's different because they were right there. And she didn't want it. It's like, oh, I have to let him know that I'll always choose to be your mom. Bro, they're safe. You can tell them that later. What are you doing? Bro, stop it, man. No human being is gonna make that choice in that moment. It's just like, I'll never deny what I am to you when you're. You're damn right. To save your life and to save my life, I would. I would. Later, I could tell you, I said that to him so, we could get away. But you chose to get yourself. That's so dumb, dude. That was such a dumb. But I get it. To hit on, what I'm saying, the emotional points, that's what happened. But, anyways, enough One Piece. Time for some Solo. Was there a new episode this week? Or did they take a break? Um, because of the, the. Yo, people are so dumb, dude. Y'all saw that everybody was a lot of people was disliking the video because Jinwoo was crying. What is wrong with people, man? Why are people upset because Jinwoo was crying because he actually ended up saving his mom? Are you serious? I've seen some dumb stuff, man, but I think that one took the cake for me this week. You know? I think that one. Yeah, the episode no fighting. You said it's not about the crying? What, because it didn't have any fighting? That's why they were disliking the video? Nah, people were complaining about the emotions. It was all over Twitter, dude. It was like, why is Jinwoo showing emotions? It was like, bro, that was since we've been watching the show. Was the goal. Like, how are you now going to complain that he accomplished that goal? And when is that emotion? Like, it's crazy. Whether of course it was a small portion. I'm just saying, why were people even complaining about it at all? How dumb can you be to complain about that at all? Of course, the majority of people liked the episode. Well, I'm talking about the minority here. I'm just pointing out the dumbness of it. It's just like, why would anybody dislike the fact that Jinwoo was showing emotions in the episode? Like, we've been watching this dude fight for that very thing the entire time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know his purpose is going to be greater, of course. Overall of the show. But damn, why did that even cross your mind? You know? Alright, so let's jump in, man. Let's jump in. Let me hit that record button. Let me see if this is better. This might be better. Right? widescreen is kind of wild. It's kind of it's ah what ifs. Bam 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 bam. Let me see. Hold on. Let me check on the YouTube stream. If you guys are watching this, I don't know if it's that's just you, Staffrex, but um, if you guys are watching this on the anime channel, come over to Twitch if you want to see what I'm watching. Okay. On YouTube, um, you're not able to see everything that we're watching because I can't show it over there, but I can show the show on Twitch. Please come over to Twitch if you are over on the YouTube channel. Appreciate it. All right, let's get to this solo leveling greatness. Hold on, cuz. Okay, we good. Always gotta check that now. All right, we got the square off. Excuse me? Why do you always think bigger is better? Because Ronnie Coleman was what? The biggest? Oh, they changed the opening. Some images. Or was that always there? Okay. Okay. Light on his feet, though. So why did you volunteer? Dude has mind issues. Mmm. What a bunch of maniacs. trash. Damn, it looks like these Korean S ranks ain't. Oh, China is. She's fighting. Yo, she's a problem. Damn! Huh? She just reacted on instinct just now. Yo! Get your ass down. Why? Jinhu, bruh. I can't with this, bro, man. I can't with this guy, man. This man just bitch slap a S rag like, like, bro, what are you doing? This is not a friendly spar anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're about to go off for no reason. Like, it just harassed him like a police officer. It's like, don't get too rowdy. You're not that guy. Okay? Why Jiru gotta do him like that? That's crazy. Mm. It's happening? I don't know what's happening. The fight? There's a stipulation? Okay. It's approaching. Oh, I didn't know, news people. Just Christ, that's all y'all been talking about. You ever be watching anything news and you're just like, yeah, everybody's talking about it. I think we know. This letdown over here. She got over her PTSD yet? We all want to see him fight. Mmm. And I still dodged you. He's smiling, bro. Ultra instinct. Mmm. Ooh. He turned it up. Scratch. Mmm. You thought. Are they gonna stop him? Are they just gonna? Ah, somebody stop them. Mm. All right, so he had an objective there. Put shadows on him. So he's not gone. Oh, his friend ain't going. All right, they're very optimistic. I'll give him that. Yeah, didn't have to tell us that. We knew. Ah. Ah, is this a queen? Ah. Oh. And then he just what? Excuse me? Oh damn. Aren't wouldn't it, wouldn't they be like able to feel that? Probably can go carry some bags. What are y'all doing? Are they planning to go? I hope to God y'all don't decide to go, cause y'all can't do nothing. We got S rank seem like they can't take on these ants. So yeah, D's and E's. Fourthly, those creepy crawlies. To protect the city, they were bees. I thought that old man was a bee. Damn, we already going to the island. Oh, he pulled up. Yeah, that guy's gonna die. He gonna die. And man, you never go back, bro. When you retire, don't go back. It's bad luck. You never go back after you retire, bro. It's not gonna be the same. You're not gonna get a second chance to leave. Yeah, he died for sure. Okay. I don't know, bro. We need some Genu. That's what you need. So they're supposed to distract them while they go after the queen, right? Okay. Okay. I'm finally back. Everybody ready? Well, I hope so. I hope so. The inference signal. All right. When I start beating fire, you probably have a chance. But okay. Okay. The man is efficient. Can't hate on that. Uh, weak ass. Bruh. Oi! They did not just end the episode like that. Yo, what? S rank getting beheaded like that? Is that the big bug? Ant, the king ant, the son, the prince? Damn it. Is that the prince? Damn, bro. Beheading a S rank like that, they're in trouble. They're in trouble, bruh. Yo. This nigga ain't playing no games. He came through and was like, what y'all doing? They're like, is this your king? They didn't even notice that he was there. It it was that fast. They were still talking, bro. They were still talking. That's crazy. They looked up at the sky. Was that her just now? Is that her like flattering around? She- Wait a second. Was she just flattering around like something got a hold of her and then her head was gone? She stood up. Or that's crazy. She was just cleaning her pants? That's not what that looks like just now. It didn't look like she was cleaning. It looked like she was just. Oh, maybe it was. Maybe she was just brushing her coat off. Whatever. Her head is gone. And it doesn't even seem like they saw what was there. Anywho, that's crazy. Mmm. This gonna be. It's gonna be crazy. No after credits. Just give us the final episodes, man. Jesus. We got three more to go, or just two more? Two more or three more? Two more? Well, I guess they won't be complaining. They got fighting now. So, okay. Oof. Dr. Stone. New episode of season 4. Light of Science. Alright, let's see Senku clutch up right now. I said the OP scientist, bro. Put some respect on that man's name. You could have killed him. Oh, shit. She might have still got hurt. Still got hurt. If only he wasn't the main character, I would believe you. It's not my problem. Damn, she just gonna leave her out there. That's crazy work. That's true. Got a point. It's a good time to strike because they're not expecting it. Kind of sucks you guys don't have a proper doctor. Why haven't we woken up a doctor? That's very strange too. It's just like, come on, man. Nobody knows one. Nobody at all. Not even um Francois. Or come on, man. She was running a tight ship. She was running a tight ship for whatever his name is, Rios Swift. Ha ha, guy. Why are you crying? Yeah. Is she a doctor or a nurse? What? She was a student. Okay. Yeah. Nepotism doesn't really work in these situations. Because nobody can do the work for you. You gotta remember something you read. I mean, they kind of left you out here to rot. I'm not gonna lie. You don't have a choice at this point. Was this supposed to be a surprise? They didn't know that they were coming? I guess they had went first. Yeah, I forgot that they were with they're they're with why am I forgetting these characters' names today? Yeah, they went on before, I forgot. You may have to dig. You gonna dig a tunnel? The Great Escape in reverse. Who's gonna build that mech? But Senku is Senku is down right now. Okay. He probably knows it, to be honest. Senku is dead. Senku's been sniped. That's true. Yeah, you up, Chrome? Why are they doing this as if we understand the cipher? It's the wasted animation. For all the Japanese people. Not for you Americans. All right, bruh. Mm, okay. 2 weeks. These niggas are gonna dig a tunnel in 2 weeks. Damn. Sound like some Mexican shit. We need to wake up some Mexicans for this tunnel, okay? Yo. Mm. What a pedestrian concern. He already knows what to do. It's crazy, bro. They had me fooled. Senko is tripping, man. I mean, again, damn. The thing, Brody. They're already building a spaceship, ain't it? Oh shit. 2 weeks again here. This looks like a launch pad down here. A tank? A missile? craft off. Yeah. I mean, actually, I see people do this all the time. Um, you'll see this, you'll see this. I used to do construction. I used to do this all the time. Oh, I should have looked at it, but you'll see it a lot more in on street on the street, like you know, you see it a lot more on like when you see workers on the roads and stuff like that. You'll see them use this. I used to, bruh, trig and calculus was my shit. Still love math, man. It's the only subject I really enjoyed in school. Math. Science. Okay. Dirt ripping loop knife. Okay. Yeah, we did actually. Way past that. Drills? Dirt ripping loop knife. It's a drill. It's like, I bet they didn't have this back in the 21st century. Bruh. When were drills invented? Yeah, Da Vinci really came up with a lot of shit. Yeah. Was he like the first and best like engineer? I don't know. Isaac Newton, man, was a beast, bro. And it's funny because I don't actually think I would want to be that smart. Maybe I'm just lazy. What? Ruin what? Seriously ruined the word mother for me? Get the ink. People are weird, bro. doing something else. Um, so yeah, before we, this is a good episode. I liked it. Before we jump into the next show, I did want to talk about something. I want to get it on stream. Let's see, I was gonna talk about it. I came late, so I just kind of jumped into everything in a way. So I don't know if you guys watch sports, but I do. I watch sports. I follow sports, especially basketball. I follow other sports as well, where it's American football. I don't really follow soccer that much, or football as it's known around the world, right? Baseball to a point. Baseball is to a point. I have favorite teams in all of these sports I'm mentioning, right? But I'm pretty sure. Well, probably not pretty sure, but um, this week and this happened on Thursday actually. Um, you guys must know who LeBron James is. So LeBron James stepped to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is a commentator on sports. He works for ESPN. He is on First Take. You know, just signed a $100 million contract to talk about sports. Right, big time, big time. No hate on the man, making money, making money. Right, no problem with that. Right, so LeBron James decided to step to Stephen A. Smith because he decided to go out celebrating this new contract, go to the Lakers game, right? If you don't know, LeBron James plays for the Los Angeles Lakers, right? Which is a team I root for these days, right? Because of LeBron James. Now, LeBron James, Stephen A. Smith went to the game. LeBron James went up to him, and somebody caught them. You know, it's some other YouTuber that was actually at the game saw this confrontation going on, and he videotaped it with the phone. Recorded with his phone, and then posted on Twitter. And the rest is history. It went viral. Nobody knew what was said. People were trying to read the lips. We all know that, just looking at the body language, it wasn't a friendly talk, right? So it went viral, and of course, you're going to have people on both sides for this situation, right? So essentially, Stephen A went on his show and he said that what was said can't even be repeated on, regular TV, the FCC earwaves, right? And essentially he said that LeBron said to him, keep his son out of this shit, right? As a summary, I guess, right? And, you know, the reason why I wanted to talk about this, or at least, you know, give my perspective on this, is because it's a big story right now in sports because for over the last few weeks, the whole face of the NBA situation went on when LeBron said who wants to be the face of the NBA these days because all the people all they do is talk negative about the sport. They don't. And another point that I want to make as well is the reason why I think I brought it up in a few streams ago where I was talking about how the internet just thrives on negativity, right? And it's like we can't talk positive about a thing. Like somebody like me who's always looking forward to you know positive things, and I'm not saying that we should sit around a fire and sing kumbaya, right? It's not what I'm saying. But just as much as we talk about the negative things, we should highlight the positive things as well, regardless of what you're talking about. And this is the reason. This is the reason why I said this is the reason why a lot of creators, come kind of ties back to the whole thing. Where I talked about Doctor Disrespect, how people are just so quick to judge. They're so quick to jump on it, even though you don't have all the details of what really happened. And then again, who are you to condemn these people? You, a person who don't know the person, and it's just like, okay, it's the internet. They love drama, right? That's what we boil it down to the majority of the time, right? So to get back to it, LeBron James said here, keep his son out of this thing. Now, if you don't know which son, right? LeBron got 3 kids, got 2 sons and a daughter. One of them just got drafted into the NBA, Bronny James, right? And Bronny James was not a top 10 pick in the draft. He was not, right? He's the 55th pick in the second round, and people can't stop talking about this dude. Just because he's LeBron James' son, and people love to hate on LeBron. The media love to hate on LeBron. People have built their careers talking bad about him, talking about his career, talking about he choke, all this other stuff. Meanwhile, this man is just killing it. You know, it's no secret. I believe that LeBron James is the GOAT of basketball. You know, if you want to jump out your chair because I said that, that's fine. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion of who their GOAT is when it comes on to any sport, right? I think that Messi surpassed. Um, I think that Messi surpassed Pele when he won a World Cup. I never had Messi as the GOAT until he won a World Cup. No matter what he did in his career, that's my subjective view on it, is that you haven't done it at the highest stage. Yes, there are people that came along and won World Cups, but they don't do good in the leagues, right? The Europe League, whichever league they're playing in, they're not the top dog. Messi has been the top dog in leagues for years and years and years. Won multiple awards alongside Cristiano Ronaldo. Whatever the situation is, right? But he never won a World Cup. So I said, if he wins a World Cup, I'll take him over Pele. Pele was my GOAT, right? He was my GOAT before I can change my mind. Because at this point in Messi's career, you can say that he's accomplished more, but he just never had that one thing that I believe to be the greatest achievement in soccer or football, whatever you want to call it, right? I think that is the greatest achievement that you can get as a footballer, and he just never got one. He couldn't lead the team plenty of times. I think he'd been in the semifinals before he won. I think he got to the semifinals of the World Cup twice, I think. And he just couldn't get over that hump. Couldn't get over the hump. I think he lost in the finals once too, if I remember correctly. I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right? But I think he did lose in the World Cup finals one year. I don't know to who. But he's been right on the cusp plenty of time, but he just couldn't get over the hump. Finally won one. I was like, okay, now I can say Messi is the GOAT. Now, it's debatable. I can't. That's the one thing I could say that he has over Cristiano Ronaldo, right? So why, no matter what you say about if you are going to say that Cristiano Ronaldo is your GOAT, I'm always going to say now Messi won a World Cup, Cristiano Ronaldo has not. Right? Now some people will say, I still think that as a player, when you're talking about skills, who's the most skilled? And now I'm talking about football. I'm gonna get back to my point. Don't worry. Right? As a player, I don't think that Messi is the most skilled ever. I think that title goes to Ronaldinho. I think Ronaldinho is the most skilled footballer of all time, right? And I don't think it's close. Yeah, I guess you could give Messi best dribbler, right? He can get through the defense. I think he scored the most goal, like past past the goalkeeper in history, right? He can dribble past anybody. But when we're talking about skills, overall skills, I don't think I've seen anybody better than Ronaldinho. I don't think I've seen anybody better than that dude. Right? He's won World Cups. You know what I'm saying? He's been at the top as well. So you can argue that Ronaldinho could be the GOAT as well. I I don't think I would argue with you if you had Ronaldinho as your GOAT, right? Because he's won at the highest level. He's won a World Cup. He's dominated clubs that he's played for. He's won Footballer of the Year multiple times, Gold Boots. He's got all the accolades as well, right? So if you had him as your GOAT, I ain't gonna fight you. Just like how if you have Michael Jordan as your GOAT of basketball, I'm not gonna fight you. I can show you stats that could, you know what I'm saying, let you understand that, you know, if you're going to compare stats between Michael Jordan and LeBron James, LeBron James is beating him almost every time in every stat line that you can think of, right? You know, if you're talking about championships, that don't count because, you know what I'm saying, it's not an individual award. Championships are won by teams in basketball, okay? It's not won by one person. Jordan didn't score all the points. You can't give him credit for winning championships, but a little bit of credit when it comes on to the GOAT conversation, right? Everything else when you're talking about, you know, the only other thing that you can bring up when it comes on to Jordan that he has over LeBron is maybe some all defensive teams. I think he's been on more all defensive teams than LeBron, and he scored 30 points a game for his career. Um, LeBron just passed him in most 30-point games. Like, you know, we could go back and forth with it, but I'm not here to argue that. The point is, Bronny James is just chilling. This, you know, they made a decision to send him to the G League, right? And you know, for home games, he will come up and sit on the bench for the Lakers, and people are mad about that. People are saying, "Oh, this is nepotism," and all of these different things. And I'm sitting down here and I was like, you think that if I play basketball for 20 years, as gone through all the scrutiny and all the stuff in this league, and my son come up, right, and say, I want to play in the NBA, even if he's just an average player, you think I'm not gonna do my best to get him in? Like, you guys, people out here, and I think a lot of it comes down to jealousy as well when it comes on to the Bronny argument. A lot of it is just jealousy because I know most people, if they were in that position, they would get him in too. They would get their son in. Regardless of what you said, I think that Bronny earned a spot in the NBA because it's not like the dude is a scrub. He's averaging 20 something points in the G League right now. When he comes up and you know, in garbage time when, you know, the Lakers are up by like 20 or something, that, you know, coach will put him in there for, you know, 5 minutes left in the game. Let's see what he can do, right? And you know, he does what he needs to do. He's not putting up 20 in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He scored, you know, 5 points here. I think his highest that he's gotten is like 9 points, I think. Right? He's getting used to playing ball. People are forgetting that Bronny almost died. Right? He almost died. Had a heart attack. Had a heart attack. Right? And when his, I think he was his. I think it's like his first year in college. He didn't do more than one. He did 1 year, but he came back and still entered the draft and got picked damn near last in the draft. But just because he's LeBron James' son, everybody's on his ass, right? And also, yes, LeBron did say that his son is better than some players that he's, you know, watching these days, right? And that may have put a target on Bronny's back. But at the same time, it's just like, why does the media cover him and say such negative things about him is beyond me. Then Stephen A is going to plead to LeBron to stop this. Oh, stop it. You're being a bad father. And all people, all of this stuff been going on. And LeBron stepped to you. You're looking like a deer in headlights. LeBron is talking to you. You're looking like a deer in headlights, right? Like you scared. Not gonna lie, you look scared, Stephen A. You look like you were scared of what was going to happen, right? Because he's telling you, no, I've dealt with this shit for over 20 years. I don't want my son to go through this shit. Keep him out of it. And furthermore, who are you, Stephen A., to tell this man how to be a father? You think I wouldn't try to get my kid the best opportunity ever for himself? Because it's not like Bronny needs the money. That's why I know he's not doing this for money. That's not even a question. You know he's not in the NBA for money. He is set for life. Whatever he chooses to do, I'm sure LeBron will support it. LeBron is a billionaire. He doesn't need, none of his kids needs to work. That's generational money right there that he can pass on to his kids. Generations to generations to generations can go down. Pretty sure that he's made solid investments that could serve them for a long time past his death. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And Bronny does not have to work. I'm pretty sure part of why Bronny is doing this is not necessarily that he wants to be his dad, or he probably knows that he's not as good as his father at basketball, right? But he's doing this actually probably just to make his father proud. Do something that his father did, right? And I'm sure he's not. I'm sure that he's not doing it for clout or anything like that, right? Every On the other side of things, people are saying, "Oh, he shouldn't be like this. Why is LeBron stepping to Stephen A? It makes him look weak and all this other stuff, bro." I swear to God, sometimes people they cap so hard because they're not the ones in that shoes. They're not in that position, right? They're not in that position, and they act. I've seen parents beat up kids, for messing with their kids. Beat up kids. Literally go to the school and beat up a child that's bullying their kid, right? And you don't think that this is a situation that LeBron should stand up for his kid? Yes, Bronny is grown. I get that, right? Because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Bronny is his own man," and blah blah blah. Nah, bruh, it don't work. I don't care if my kid is 30 years old and I'm 50, right? If it's a situation where I can defend him, somebody talking shit about my son, my daughter, you best believe that you gonna hear some words from me. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't care who you think you is. I don't care how old my child is. I don't care. If you're talking shit behind his back or out in public and all this other stuff, and I have a chance, if I see you, right, you're gonna hear something. It's not a situation where, oh, he's grown so he can defend himself. The nigga not here, right? My son's not here. And I see you face to face. Yeah, you've been talking shit about my kid. You gonna hear words. Point blank period. You gonna hear words. You know what I'm saying? And that if that leads to some fisticuffs, so be it. That's why I said people are not looking at this as from a parenting perspective. It's just like, dude, if people mess with your child, you will kill for your child. But all of a sudden, it makes him look weak and all of this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. When LeBron is wrong, I say he's wrong. But in this instance, he's not wrong. I don't like LeBron politics. I don't agree with him with majority of the stuff he says outside of basketball. right? 99% of the shit he says outside of basketball is a bunch of liberal bullshit. He's been brainwashed like every other black person who thinks they have to side with the Democratic Party and not using common sense to figure stuff out. I disagree with practically everything he says outside of basketball, right? But I'm objective enough to realize that he's a great basketball player. He's a good parent to his kids, right? He's a good husband to his wife. That's what is being presented to me, so that's what I can tell you, right? That he is. He has terrible politic takes, right? That's what it is. That's what I can judge him off of. One thing I can never sit here and say is that LeBron is a bad parent. There's no way I can say that. From everything that I've seen with how he interact with his boys, his girls, his wife, like there's nothing. People try to say, oh, he cheats on his wife, all this other stuff. Until you can prove that, I'm never going to believe that. Yes, rich people cheat all the time. Doesn't that mean that LeBron cheats? Until there's a scandal that comes out and says that LeBron cheats and you can present evidence of him in bed with another woman, don't talk to me. Don't talk. I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to believe it. Because for 20 something years now, we've watched this guy married his high school sweetheart, have three kids with her, raise them. Both of his boys are going to be in the NBA. I don't know. I don't know if his daughter wants to play ball as well. Hopefully not. I think it's probably something else. But you know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me that people on the other side are having this perspective of, oh, it's bad that he stepped to them because sport people got to talk about it. It's like, no, I don't care what you say about me. Say everything you want to say under the sun. Call me a bitch. Call me whatever you want to call me. But when it comes on to my kid, you gonna hear these words. It's really that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's really that simple. Stephen A is gonna go on his show acting like he never said anything bad about Bronny. He was talking to him. It's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we all know Bronny is in the NBA because of his father. So what? He gave the NBA 20 years plus of his life, made the NBA popular, give people a player to root for when the NBA was practically dying. What story have you had? If LeBron has not been great, who would y'all have been cheering for? People like Steph Curry, but they don't like him. Steph Curry doesn't have the fan base that LeBron James has, right? Okay, he changed, the culture, whatever the situation is, and people want to still blame him. Oh, you left Cleveland, went to Miami, all of this dumb shit that people keeps bringing up about this stuff, and it's just it's wearing. It's wearing. People are the NBA players don't like these media people. Just keep talking shit over and over again, and then when you get confronted, you want to cower, and then you want to hide behind, somebody's skirt. It's like, no, you talk a lot of shit about me. It's like what I would have told you is like, keep it basketball. Don't talk about me being a father. Keep it basketball. Whatever I want to make deals here, about my son being in the NBA or whatever, or I tell him, listen, I don't want my son to, get lost in the G League and never get NBA experience. So the Lakers figured it out. Whatever I want to do, whatever I want to ask for, has nothing to do with you, cuz all you do is get up every day and talk about athletes. Don't talk about anything when it comes on person. Keep it basketball. Right? When you're talking about why should we let him go out there because, you know, he may have sucked in one game. One game. Dude got 15 minutes to play in a game and he didn't do well. Right? He didn't do well. All of a sudden everybody's There has not been a time in NBA history where a player comes into the league damn near last. I think he was picked second to last in the draft, and you guys are covering him like this. There's never been a player in NBA history that has been picked as a 55th pick in the draft and y'all covered him like this. It's just because he's LeBron James' son. Leave the young man alone and let him rise to the occasion. We don't need to follow Bronny James. You don't need to pay attention to him that much because he's not making an impact on the Lakers. I don't know. I don't see that happening until probably next season, or maybe even the season after that. He's never going to make an impact. Why are you guys talking about him so much? Right? It's crazy to me that y'all will sell y'all souls for ratings and likes and all this other stuff. Right? It's just leave the kid alone and let him thrive. There's other players in the NBA. This is what it was talking about when they were saying cover the NBA so negatively. Y'all don't even talk about the all the great players that are in the league right now that are supposed to take over the mantle once people like LeBron James retire, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, all these guys that have been carrying the NBA for far too long, in my opinion, because the talent just ain't really there. Why aren't we focusing on people like Jokic, Giannis? You know what I'm saying? We got freaking Jason Tatum over there in Boston. Why are we not talking about Shea that's about to win MVP this year? Why aren't you talking about those guys? Why do we have to do a segment on Bronny? Like, it's crazy to me, bro. It's crazy to me. And they don't see nothing wrong with it. They don't see nothing wrong with it. Right? They don't see anything wrong with it. Because it's oh, it's whatever get the clicks. Right? I have sat and watched for the last 20 years since LeBron came into the league. 20 plus years. Right? Since LeBron came into the league, I've watched the negativity of how they covered this dude. Right? Something that Michael Jordan never had to deal with, by the way. Right? The negativity that they cover LeBron. Oh my God! Oh, he named himself the chosen one and calls himself King James. No, all things not true actually, but regardless, those are the narratives that they place. Anytime this dude failed to win a championship, right? It, you think going to the finals 8 years in a row is, you think that is a small feat? Okay, he didn't win all of them, right? He didn't win all of them, and that's cool, right? It's supposed to be, that's fine. The accomplishment is not a lot of players can say that they've done it. I think there's maybe two players. I think Bill Russell, I don't think he went eight straight. I don't think Bill Russell eight straight, but Bill Russell has 11 championships, right? I don't know if he went, I don't think he went eight straight. I think LeBron is the only player in the history of the NBA that has went to eight straight finals. I don't think anybody else have done it. I don't think anybody else have done it. There's people that have been to more finals. I mean, he's been to more. I think LeBron has been to what, 11 or is it 10? He's 4-7, I think. Or is it 4-6 still? I think it's still 4-6. I think he's still 4-6. But regardless, I just wanted to really talk about that because I think it kind of ties back into how, because I actually recorded a video like probably like a month ago. Not a month ago, but probably like at the beginning of the year, but I didn't post it. I didn't post the video because I was just like, I don't know who's going to really understand this, cuz I was talking about, see that people in this time where people just ridiculous You know what I'm saying? On how they just concentrate on just negativity. Like they just, it's like it just oozes, and they just want it like a drug. You will see negative, you know, you know, um, people make videos about something that's happened, right? And people will just flock to that video like, it's a man, I just have to know about this drama, even if you've never heard of the content creator before. Like it's crazy. That stuff get recommended because it's getting a lot of views. It's going viral. Yo, I gotta jump in. I gotta know what this is. I have no idea who this content creator that this person is making a negative video about. You don't know the person. You know what I'm saying? You have that other incident that happened. Another thing that I want to talk about. And before we come back here, I just want to get this out. Another situation happened with some popular streamers. I think it was Pokimane, Valkyrie, and some, I think Emeru and Emily or whatever. The same. I think it was the same girl, the same Emily girl that got in trouble for saying nigga on stream by mistake, as they say. Because he was talking to his friend, and she's saying that she made a mis. She's saying that that's not what she said. She's saying because her friend's name is Nick, and she said Nick, right. That's what she's saying. And I've been around enough white people, or whatever, people of other races. I know when that's a part of your vocabulary. Okay, because as I said, don't give a shit about the N word. I don't give white people, flack for saying nigga to me. Like, it's whatever. If you're greeting each other and that's your lingo, that's my lingo, that's cool with me. I don't lose brain cells trying to fight people over a word, right? Now, if you're intentionally trying to hurt me with saying it with the R, the ER, then that's a little different. I'm still not going to take you seriously, but I understand what you're trying to do, and I'm just going to vacate the premises, your presence, okay? It's real simple, right? I'm not going to fight you. I'm not trying to go to jail for no stupid shit, right? Doesn't affect me. So that's what she got in trouble for. Of course, that went viral too. And then, you know what I'm saying? I think there was another incident after that with her again making fun of the fact that people thought she said the word. And I was like, are you trying? You're just trying to get canceled. Okay, fine. Um, so this situation with all the girls, they were doing an IRL stream, and the first video that came out showed this guy. They were saying this guy was like a stalker, and he approached them and was like, "I'm gonna kill you," right? And that's right. It, of course, they all get uncomfortable. The guys seems like he was kind of chasing them or whatever the situation is. Um, this was kind of all captured on camera until they cut it off. And a few days later, the Whatever podcast was getting it. More of the video was released, and it was shown what was happening before the altercation or the incident happened. Like before, they were kind of bothering this guy, messing with the guy and stuff like that, because the guy saw one of them and asked them for their number and all of this other stuff. They rejected him, and then they were kind of messing with him after, right? They didn't show any of that in the first clip, right? They didn't show any of that, right? So I'm not saying that the guy reacted to the situation in the right way. He should have just walked away, leave him alone, right? And not, go scary hours on him. But there is context that they left out in the first video that they clipped and put on Twitter for everybody to get mad and get all up in arms, on YouTube and TikTok and whatever. And I'm saying, you see how things can get out of hand very quickly, because everybody was like, "Oh, we need to find this guy, report him to the police." But nobody, now that the video is out, like more of the video of what was happening before in the stream, how is it that nobody is saying, "Oh, you guys are trash for antagonizing the guy"? Nobody's calling them out. Everybody's just like, "Oh, we're gonna simp for these girls," right? It's crazy to me. That's how you follow negativity to the point of, it's just like, oh, the whole internet is gonna end if we put if we put that of how the interaction started. You know we're not gonna get the views. You know we're not gonna get the clicks. You know we're not gonna get the pity. You know we're not gonna get, right. So because we put it a certain way, we know that that's not what gonna get the clicks, right? We need to ruin this guy's life, right? And as I said, and I'll say it again, I'm not saying what he did was right. His response to the situation was not correct, not the right way to go about things. Sometimes you got to walk away, even though people are being assholes, right? But when you get the whole story, you understand a little bit better of what happened here, because they didn't talk about the fact that they were bullying this guy a little bit. They didn't talk about that, right? They didn't talk about that. They just like, oh yeah, guy asked me for my number, I rejected them. Now he decides to kill me. That was the narrative, right? That was the narrative when clearly it shows that you guys were antagonized. The guys after he asked you for your number and stuff. You guys went back to go bother this dude. It's just talking in secret, talking about you should go over there and mess with him. You guys planned it, and it was caught on video, but nobody was talking about that part of it, right? After you rejected the guy, crazy work, man. Crazy work. Crazy work. But that's the world we live in now. You know? That's the world we live in now. That's the crazy world we live in now. But, alright, I guess we just get back to it. What are we watching next? What are we watching next? We're just watching one episode of Sakamoto today. We haven't watched it. We didn't watch Sakamoto last week. Let's watch Sakamoto. And just finish up with Shield Hero or something. Netflix increased their subscription cost. So now I'm paying $20 a month for Netflix. Probably gonna cancel that shit. Ain't no damn sense. I don't know why they're increasing their prices. Like every year they increase the price of it. They really do think they're the shit. That's the thing. Where are we at? Episode 8? I think we've seen, okay, 8 or 9. I don't think we've watched 8, so hold on. You go to the bathroom first. So all the usual suspects didn't come through tonight, I guess. Probably thought I wasn't streaming because I started so late. Why am I not hearing anything? Oh. Why did they leave you by yourself in the store? Where's your mom? In a little prison break? It's a good point. Nice. Oh, okay. Ooh, easy solve. The end. Plain old brat. Mikan juice. That shit is good. Them saying that casually, like it's like a son to him. Who walks into a lab and just start drinking from a freaking beaker? What the hell? Oh damn. Damn. Yeah. Gift and a curse, huh? I'm not gonna lie, that's annoying. Me, I'm not gonna lie, that's real. It's a nice power to have, but it's annoying. It's an annoying power to have. You know what I'm saying? And also to be around because no matter how hard we might try, we are always thinking about something. We're always thinking about something. We always have thoughts. So it's like for to have somebody around that's doing that, that's reading minds, that's gonna be tough for you to function. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you had a slight, you know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid of saying it. There's plenty of times I'm walking out on the street and just crazy thoughts come into my. I'm like, what if I just ran this person over? What if I just ran this person over right now? Would I? Could I get away with it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? That's crazy, man. But some people act like they never have any thoughts like that. You know what I mean? It's never crossed my mind. I am benevolent. Okay. Bribe him. Yeah, could have gotten out at any time. It's crazy. Get kicked in the face. Ouch. It didn't work that time. So cringy. Bruh. Bruh. Bruh just sticking himself with stuff. This man is addicted to all these drugs. It's simple. Oh, he has to dodge. Mmm. Throw it in the towel. I got mad cashier skills. What are mad cashier skills, bro? Like, what are mad cashier skills, bro? You're gonna have to explain that one. I don't know. It actually took skills to be a cashier. You should just play that. What is that weapon? This guy seems very confident he can take on the order. A nip to the loo. Oi. Well, she doesn't play. What the hell, Kakazu? What are you doing here? Hey, you underestimated him. Hey, he got up. Here's a puppet. A man-made skeleton. That sucks. Casually. Who's that? Not a gaunt. Bruh, you're doing too much now. This weapon man. Ooh. I just follow orders, man. How long can you live on 20 million yen? 20 million yen is not. I don't even think that's a lot of money in Japan. Can you live on a 20 million yen? 20 million yen is um 135K. That's 20 million. You can't live off of that. For retirement, my guy. That's all you want. That's you cannot live in Japan with 20 million, bro. For the rest of your life. But you probably retire for a year, bro. You gonna be right back at work in a couple of years, bro. Outside the city, I heard about that too. I didn't visit anything outside of any of the cities. I didn't visit anything outside of the cities, but I know that there's a lot of abandoned houses, like abandoned houses, like probably houses that you can get for like super super cheap and live out there. Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard about that. Like houses that got abandoned because I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember for what reason. It's like um maybe they're haunted or some shit. 20 million is just not. 20 million yen is not enough to live. Yen. 20 million US is you know that's a good. You got to keep compounding that though. If 20 million as retirement, 20 million US is really really good, really really good. You could definitely retire with 20 million US, easily, easily. Um, I'll go less than that. I think if you can get $1 million and know how to invest well, you can retire, right? You can retire. So 135K is fucking ridiculous. Like you're unless you're planning to live like eating you know, the cheapest everything. Grow your own food kind of situation. Grow your own food. Your bills are not that high. Get off the grid. No internet, no phone. You know what I'm saying? You just chilling, growing your own food. Not really spending money. You know what I'm saying? Like if you need, if something breaks, fix it. You could probably last way longer than a couple of years. But yeah, overall, you're probably gonna end up going back to work in some capacity to bring money in. Depends on how you invest that energy, because you can actually, if you put like and giving away the sauce here. If you put 135K, say you do a um an index fund, put that in there for like, don't retire as soon as you do that, but like put 135K, buy like a life insurance index policy or something like that. Let that grow over about 10, 15 years. You're gonna have, you know, you're gonna have probably about $1 million or more than that. It's going to come. It's going to compound to way more than that, and that's going to keep compounding once you retire. But you need that time. You definitely need that time. There's ways that you can do it, but you can't retire. Like, I'm just saying, like, if you get that money, at once, the best thing to do is to invest into something that got a good history. You know, um, shit, buy a couple of, what I'm saying. I would probably not a good idea to buy Bitcoin. Or you can buy like a half a Bitcoin. I would do that. Buy a half a Bitcoin. Yeah, you could buy a half a Bitcoin and let that shit sit. Because I think Bitcoin is there's no stopping it right now. There's no stopping it. It's gonna fluctuate, of course, but I think it's going to. I think Bitcoin is eventually gonna be at about. Uh, I don't even want to put a limit on it, because I think Bitcoin is gonna end up being probably like a half a million at some point. At some point, gold keeps going up too. Gold is good too. All right, I'm gonna tell you why Bitcoin is a good investment right now. Because there's so many people investing in it. As I said, it's not the thing about it is this, right? Everybody thought when Bitcoin was at like 50K, right? People were saying, "Oh, this bubble is going to burst," right? When it made that push to 50K, and it dropped back down. I think it dropped back down to like 25, somewhere there, 25, 26, right? Um, you know, and people thought the bubble was going to burst, and it didn't, and now it's at over 100K. So it's not a bad idea to buy Bitcoin. It's not a bad idea. Like, if people say they're going to buy Bitcoin, it's not a bad investment, right? It's just not. Like, you can't. Nobody can say that it's a bad investment. I think you may be more reluctant to get in because it's so high right now, right? But I'm pretty sure anybody that has been buying Bitcoin since it was like, very low. I remember first time I heard about Bitcoin, it was around 5,000. Well, not the first, but I heard about it the first time I made investment into Bitcoin. The first time I bought Bitcoin, it was at 5,000. It was at 5,000. I have a couple stashed. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to make is, like, it's harder to get a full Bitcoin now because it's so expensive now. So now is not the greatest time to get in, and I think when it gets a good another push, because it pushed from like it it flew to 100K. You know what I'm saying? Around election time, it just flew up there like crazy. So it is what it is. But there's other ways that you can do it. Gold is good, but let me tell you why. Because I invest in gold as well. But let me tell you why I would advise somebody to do Bitcoin over gold right now. Gold is super long term. You're never going to lose when it comes on to gold, because currency keeps going down tremendously, right? Tremendously. Currency, just the value of currency fluctuates so much, and I trade forex. So, um, having physical gold is cool, right? It's cool. But I think when it comes on to Bitcoin, because it's not necessarily the volatility when it comes on to Bitcoin, I just think the wave, especially with AI coming in now and stuff like that, Bitcoin ain't going nowhere. Just like gold ain't going nowhere. I don't think there's, because we're living in a digital age, I think I would more tell somebody to get Bitcoin. You don't have to have a full one. You don't have to full one. You know what I'm saying? Just get a build up or just buy piece by piece until you're valued at a full one. And it's not even that. That's not even the goal, because as Bitcoin, as the value keeps going up, your investment keeps going up, right? Your Bitcoin is gonna worth more in the end, right? It's a good little nest egg to have. I don't think we're ever gonna get away from currency till we go back to like trading gold or some shit. The value of gold keeps going up, but it's not like it's trending from like, you know, it's not like it's trending faster. Let me put a comparison here. It's not trending as fast as um, Bitcoin. It's not. You know what I'm saying? What is gold trading at right now? Like 1,500, 2,000? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you can get your hands on physical gold, that's a whole different story. Get a safe, put that shit in it. But trading gold, the value keeps going up, but it's not trending as fast as Bitcoin. It's just not trending as fast. So over time, Bitcoin is gonna be your investment in Bitcoin is going to be valued more than gold over time due to the fact that we're living in a digital age and these are digital currencies, right? I think that that's where we're trending into with AI coming into the picture, only making that even stronger. You get what I'm saying? Oh, you said gold because it's 10 to 15 years? Yeah, over time, but I still think that Bitcoin is going to value more over the next 10, 15 years. For sure, for absolutely sure. We're talking about 2040. 20 By 2040, Bitcoin is definitely going to be, I think we're going to be at probably 200,000, 250 in the next 10, 15 years for Bitcoin. So if you buy it now, you're already a millionaire. I don't think it's going to drop unless something drastically happens. You know what I'm saying? Gold is more secure. I'll give you that. Any day of the week, I'll give you that. Gold is never going to be something that's undervalued or is going to drop down to like $100 a piece or some shit like that. It's never going to do that, because as currencies drop, gold is going to become more valued, right? 1 kg is 900K. I know. That's why I said if you can get physical gold, right? Blocks, bricks, whatever. If you can do that, that's awesome. Put that shit in the safe somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But, as I said, most people they're not going to do that because I think, look, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, in any case, there's risk. Don't store that shit at home, please. Don't do that. Get a safe deposit box somewhere if you're going to buy physical gold. Okay? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But still, gold is a very safe investment. Very safe. Very safe. Um, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It's just that if somebody asked me what they should invest in, like outside of, ETFs, index funds, Roth IRA, all these different things, outside of that, you want to have something that you could just let sit, I would go gold or Bitcoin. Absolutely. Gold or Bitcoin, right? If you don't want to do gold, you can do Bitcoin. But gold is a good option as well. Yeah, price almost double. It's true. The price is crazy. By reading his mind. Mmm. It's a laser. You've got to be kidding me. Say hi to the gang for me. Not that reindeer. Let's finish up. Ow! He trying to mark you, you idiot. I just got blood on you. You didn't see? You dummy. Jesus. Couldn't figure that out. It's Pisket that shot him. I mean, not Pisket, but this dude. Pisket's the bird. Haska. That's his name. Shit in the UK. You gotta bring us a flight. Ah! Why do you hate Christmas? Especially when their mouth is full. Sheesh. Mmm. All aboard. Mmm. Yo. Oh, he can still use the suit? That's crazy. What the hell? Oh, that's actually pretty smart. Hey, that's crazy. Did he? That's tough. Because they told me I'm cool. I don't think he did. Oh, short circuit that shit. Mean. Hurricanrana? What the hell? this, this man's mind worked like doodles. Except the manga readers. Why? Why don't they like it? Is it not following the manga? Mm, 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 mm. That's real sus, my guy. I bet that will kill you. Why'd you dodge? Where the hell did he get that from? Come on, bro. This man just literally used paper to cut wires. Like, bro, stop. Man, take paper cut to a whole different level. Huh? Mmm. Is that his energy? See, if you were a real bad guy, he's right beside you. I could go all out. See, if you're a real bad guy, it would have took a hostage immediately. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that would have stopped Sakamoto, but oh no, I feel so sorry for you. This bogus ass backstory. Ningen. That's real sus, bro. Just casually touching another man's lips like that. that's that's some sus behavior if I've ever seen it, bro. Grandma. Oh no. You're about to get curb stomped. What is this impervious power? You let me, you lose my fat, okay? Come on, bro. Bruh. man. Came through. Sakamoto. It's a menace. Mm. That last part was just unnecessary, but he had to do it. I would play my. Sashiburi. Yee. It's something like this. What if you're wrong? Real shit. Tap. She. Pretty cool. Nice to know about his backstory. Slur. Bro, I could clearly see his face just now. What are you, blind? You're looking at the same screen as me, and then you got. Got it. It's him. Slur. What? That voice is familiar. You. Slur got that energy, man. You got that. that. I wonder if I put a little bit of it in the YouTube feed. You know what I'm saying? If it'll still get clipped. If I like put it really small in the corner. Without the audio, because they were watching animes, they could read the subtitles, right? I don't know. It probably still get shut down. Yeah, freaking algorithm, dude. Just a mirror in the back? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a mirror. We'll cover all but the subs. I could. We'll try something else next week, I guess. Oh. I guess I have some headroom there. I could maybe do something there. I don't know, man. Cause I mean, we could try something, but even if I'm gonna do something like that, it's gonna be like you could probably gonna be barely able to see it. YouTube troop ain't looking good. What do you mean? It doesn't look good. It's bad. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. Uh, no. Um, yeah, my my freaking bitrate is so fucking high for Twitch. Maybe um, I don't know, cause I think Twitch bitrate is really good. I'm getting excellent connection. It's saying I'm getting an excellent connection on YouTube as well, but for some reason, it's just not like that's what I'm saying. I don't know why it looks like that. Earlier, I was like, is it? Why is it streaming at 2 FPS? It's the encoder that's bugged. So what would I need to do? Like stop it and restart it or something? So the encoder for the plugin is bugged. You're saying, or do I need to change it? Cause I'm trying to remember if I did change the encoder.
I mean, is it because I'm using? Oh, that's probably why. It could be the encoder because I'm using the HEVC, but I should be using the point 264 because I don't know if both of them can use the same one. I don't know. It could be that. Could be.
Who knows? We'll do some testing. Cause when I tested it the other night, it was fine. I tested it the other night and it was fine. So I don't know why it's doing this now. I don't know why it's doing that now. So I don't know if the playback is gonna be good. All right, good 2 episodes, man. It's just bugged right now. I don't know why it's doing that. Or maybe it's just really strange. So, I mean, it's kind of unwatchable, but what just happened? Huh? Boom, 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 all right, let me. I'm gonna